welcome to the class here. And today's class we will discuss about composition of these gases here, which are responsible for our respiration. Usually, we think that during inhalation and exhalation, which gases will enter into our body. But here it is important to learn the important gases here. Three gases are there: oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen. These three are important gases here. Why? Because maximum we will inhale these three gases only. So first, while inhalation, 21% of oxygen we will just inhale, and carbon dioxide enters 0.03%, and nitrogen 78%. So these are the gases. So more or less, this is 99%. Remaining gases will be there: argon and inert gases will be there, noble gases will be there, kryptons, radon, like that, which are present in the atmospheric gases here. But mostly 99% of gases will be oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen only. So what will happen to the composition of air here? While we are inhaling through our nose, what will happen here? All the gases will enter first. But which is important for us? Only oxygen is important for us. Remaining all gases will be sent along. And now, if oxygen is important, 21% of oxygen will try to decrease. Why? Because we will intake this oxygen. We need this oxygen. For example, 10 chocolates are coming to classroom for a birthday student. So 10 chocolates won't be there. Why? Because the chocolates are needed in that class. So while going outside, 5 or 4 chocolates will be remained. So like that here, oxygen is needed for us. When oxygen is needed here, 21% will decrease to 16%. That means 5% will be increased. That means 5% of oxygen will be taken by our body. And one more thing here, if 5% of oxygen is taken here, then what will happen? The remaining 16% will be gone out. But do you know that athletics, that means those who participate in international games or national games, and again next, yoga, those who perform exercise, those who perform, and gym, those who just visit and perform some exercises, these people 21% only, like us, will be taking oxygen. And while giving out, what they will give here, 21% of oxygen will be taken, while giving outside, as we give 16%, they give just 5% only. That means 16% they will use. Out of 21% coming, nearly 16% will be absorbed. Why? Because they are habituated for lung exercises. So lung exercises, than taking 21% of oxygen from outside, complete 16% from that. That means 21 chocolates are entering, means 16 chocolates they only will take. But we just intake 5 chocolates. So how to increase to take that chocolate? Chocolates means here gases. So for performing exercises. Understood. And here some of the questions are there from this above text. So we try to answer. Why does the amount of oxygen vary between exhaled and inhaled gas? That means during exhaled and inhaled gas, why it will be decreasing, it is said. So why it is decreased here? Because in order to perform respiration, our body, that means lungs, will capture or absorb maximum amount of oxygen. So 21% of oxygen which has come into our body will decrease to 16%. That means 5% our lungs will be utilized. Here difference is 5%. Similarly, carbon dioxide is there here. So if we discuss about carbon dioxide our body doesn't need it. But when oxygen enters into our body, there will be production of carbon dioxide also. Why? Whenever we intake food, that food will be cut down into carbon dioxide by oxygen only. So this is a good combination to produce carbon dioxide. So what will happen here? 0.03% of carbon dioxide, and again in our body also produced carbon dioxide from food and oxygen intake. This concentration will increase, and again this outside environment concentration also will be increased. So what will happen here? There are two things are there for carbon dioxide. If we discuss here, already we inhaled 0.03% carbon dioxide. That one plus respiration will produce extra carbon dioxide. So there are two chances of carbon dioxide increase. One from external source, one from internal source. External source we collect through nose, and internal source by cells. Cells will produce carbon dioxide by intake of food and oxygen. And then what will happen here? our body concentration of carbon dioxide and outside already taken carbon dioxide will increase. Then here 0.4%. That will make. That means here you can think here 4.4%. New textbooks you need to see. New textbooks 4.4% it has given. So if you think from 0.03% it has taken and it increased to 4.4%, nearly 100 times, more than 100 times it increased. You can expect that just less than 1% oxygen, carbon dioxide has entered into our body, but while going out 100 times it increased. So we don't need oxygen. We don't need carbon dioxide. We need only oxygen, so that our body will eliminate carbon dioxide. From outside source what has come and from inside source what has come. But what will happen here? Inside source carbon dioxide will go anyhow from our body. But while coming outside carbon dioxide, it is a mixture of carbon monoxide also, due to smoke, due to vehicles exhaust, due to you know very well, outside if we go means we cannot be safe for our nose and lungs. Understood? Every smell will be attacking our nose only. So in this context what will happen? Nose will just remove out excess amount of carbon dioxide, nearly 100%, 100 times it increases, 4.4%. This table column is important. And when we discuss about last remaining gas here, nitrogen. Nitrogen anyhow, it does not have any significance in our lungs or respiratory system. As it comes, so it goes. Understood? So 78% how it comes, 78% it goes like that only. Since nitrogen plays no any role in our respiration, it plays any role, no role, it plays nothing. Understood? And we shall discuss about do you know. I already said do you knows are the research work done by many experts, scientists worldwide, and that will be giving in the presence of do you know. And those are important things here. Here, the total lung capacity of a human being is nearly 5,800 liters as given. But normally at rest, we just inhale only 500 ml. And then remaining, what will happen here? 1200 ml of air will remain like that only after complete exhaustion. So what will happen here? Just 10% only we are using the lungs here. The main objective of this do you know is that we are using total capacity of lungs is 5,800 ml liters, means we are using just 500. That means little more than 10% we are using. That much we are not using much extra of the lung capacity. Maximum we can increase to 100 ml only. So how to increase here? We will be having an annexure at the last of the chapter. We will discuss about that. The process of that it is known as pranayama. Understood? Pranayama is there. So that is one yoga exercise, and not only yoga here, in every exercises gym centers they are making this concept here. Understood? So that we will discuss in the last topic here. Annexures we will make again. Next one, transportation of gases is there. So if you understand this tabular column, then you will understand transportation of gases. So what is the transportation of gases here? For example, in case of plants, if we just take here, leaf will be there. Leaf will intake carbon dioxide and give out oxygen in the presence of sunlight. Understood? Don't think that even some students will be having an idea that trees will produce only oxygen. No, that is utterly wrong. That is utterly wrong. Trees also produces carbon dioxide. When oxygen will be produced only in the sunlight, when sun is present. When sun is absent, then every tree, every green tree or green plant, or even small grass also, just a small grass also, it produces carbon dioxide in the absence of sunlight. That you need to remember. Understood? And one more thing here, every tree and every plant produces oxygen and carbon dioxide, but only the difference is that oxygen is produced in the presence of sunlight and carbon dioxide will be produced in the absence of sunlight. Understood? So not only night time here, for example here, we'll just take one example here. You are standing, sunlight is here, and a small plant is there beside you, a potted plant. So due to your bigger body, this plant cannot get sunlight. So now this plant produces carbon dioxide. This is also called as absence of sunlight. Understanding? So understand most important topics here. Without this I will pass 10th class means never, you cannot pass 10th class. These concepts are most important. Everyone will think that absence of Absence of sunlight means only night time. No, even daytime also, if this kind of situations will be coming. For example, here one animal stood beside grass, so grass cannot get grass cannot get sunlight. So at that time also what will happen here, oxygen will not be produced, only carbon dioxide will be produced. So now you have understood that trees will produce oxygen and carbon dioxide in the presence and of absence of sunlight. This is 100% true. Understood? From that perspective, we will discuss here transportation of gases. Understood? In transportation of gases here, first thing, leaves usually will be having chlorophyll. So that chlorophyll will intake carbon dioxide, and then in the presence of sunlight they produce oxygen. There is a chief element called as stomata. Stomata organelle will be there. In ninth class also it was there. And stomata organelle will be there. They will be having God cells and epidermal cells and chloroplast. They also produce oxygen, but in turn they just help in exchange of gases here. That is in case of plants. But in humans, what will happen here? Due to rapid intake of breathing, we just inhale within fraction of seconds. Inhale, exhale. Like that we will be doing. So that gases will be exchanging. So in that perspective, what will happen? Oxygen will be entering into our body to form a complex with hemoglobin, and that is known as oxyhemoglobin. That will be in lungs. And then next, what will happen here? There is a reaction. Here you can see one mole of one pigment of hemoglobin will react with 4 molecules of oxygen to give rise to 1 molecule of HbO2. That will stay in lungs. And then next, same oxyhemoglobin, it will be dissociating into individual pigment and oxygen. This we can see in tissues. Understood? That means into the lungs, this kind of reaction we can see. That means a molecule which is forming with a hemoglobin. But when it enters throughout our body, then we can see individual oxygen. Then hemoglobin will return. Why? What will happen here? For example, first thing, oxygen enters into the body and it reacts with hemoglobin to give oxyhemoglobin, for example. This we can see in lungs. But when lungs distributes oxygen to each and every cell, what will happen here? This vehicle, that means this lorry, HB, hemoglobin lorry will come, and then it will just put oxygen into each and every cell. Then what will happen? HB pigment, protein pigment which is there outside the cell, it won't go without carbon dioxide. So it will wait for carbon dioxide. When oxygen enters into our cell, then carbon dioxide will be produced after respiration. This carbon dioxide will be taken again. That means what it will do? It not only hemoglobin protein not only giving oxygen to the cell, but also it is giving carbon dioxide. It is taking carbon dioxide within the tissues. Understood? Then what will happen? It will form carboxyhemoglobin. So two compounds are forming here: oxyhemoglobin, carboxyhemoglobin. These two compounds are most important here. And if you see this another process here, you can see. Do you know here? This is also most important thing here. Usually these persons are called as mountaineers. These people are called as mountaineers. Their work is to climb from a lower region to higher altitudes. That means higher altitudes they will be moving. So do you think one here, higher altitudes if they are going, oxygen will be decreased. Understood? One thing is sure here. Here I am drawing. This is the mountain peak. This is the land, and this is the water. A normal person is there here on the atmospheric level. He will find normally complete atmospheric gases here. He can expose to that extent. That means oxygen he can get perfect level. But the same person he climbs, if he go higher altitudes or lower, deeper to the sea. Sea divers will be there. Sea divers. So their work is to dwell into the sea only. And mountaineers, their work is to climb onto the highest peak of the mountains. So what is that similar thing here? When we go to deeper to the normal surface of the earth and higher to the normal surface of the earth, oxygen decreases. Oxygen decreases. Then what they need to do here? They need to carry oxygen cylinders. Can you see here? A small oxygen cylinder will be there here. Oxygen cylinders they will carry. Why? There will be a deficit of oxygen. There won't be any oxygen here. Not much oxygen will be present. Due to that, breathlessness will cause us. To avoid that, mountaineers and sea divers will carry oxygen cylinders on their back. Just I will read here. Do you know what is given? You can understand. Do you know if hemoglobin is exposed to air at sea level, nearly every molecule combines with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. At a height of 13 km, about 8 miles, this one we are speaking about, above sea level, the concentration of oxygen is much lower, about 1/5 of the sea level. And under these circumstances or conditions here, only half as many molecules of oxygen combine and with hemoglobin to form oxyhemoglobin. And then next, this is important because blood cannot carry enough oxygen to the tissues of hemoglobin if hemoglobin combined with a few oxygen molecules. In fact, human life is impossible at such an altitude without a supplementary oxygen of supply of oxygen. Provision for such a supply is built into modern aircraft which have pressurized cabins also that maintain an enriched air supply. When we go deep into the sea level, we will find or we will face another type of problems also. That means pressure. Another problems means here pressure. So while they are going to the up altitudes, then there will be there. Even in rockets also, usually even in rockets also, we will find a cabin with oxygen complete. And have you seen submarines will be there? Submarines. If you see Ghazi movie, you can see submarine. Inside the ocean also, that submarines will be going on. So into that also oxygen is needed. So these are the things which are important for oxygen carrying. The next gases exchange. As we already discussed about gases exchange in the previous class, here that only will be there here. Just oxygen enters into the cell and cellular respiration will be going on. But most important topic here we used to discuss is cellular respiration here. So why it is called as aerobic respiration here? Aerobic respiration means in the presence of oxygen, any respiration takes place. That is called as aerobic respiration. And here, if in the absence of oxygen, if oxygen is not there, then also some respiration will be taking place. That is called as anaerobic respiration. So in aerobic respiration, oxygen is utilized. In aerobic respiration, oxygen is not utilized. So such process is called as fermentation. So idli, dosha, vada, and bread, cake, and bakery items, these are prepared by anaerobic respiration only. Understood? The lack of oxygen, so they don't have any oxygen. So that only bakery foods, if you are eating, means you will be getting hiccups. Understood? You will be taking water. Why? Because these products are prepared without presence of oxygen. So while eating also, that food doesn't have any oxygen. Dissolved oxygen cannot be present. So that only you will be getting hiccups. So bakery items, whenever you are eating, you are supposed to take water. In water, dissolved oxygen is present. So, and moreover, you will be eating that or drinking the water. And now here, two things of respiration is there: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, oxygen is important. In anaerobic respiration, carbon dioxide plays a major role. Understood? The carbon dioxide produces, and here oxygen produces. Anaerobic respiration, if you see idli, if your mother is preparing, in that idli vessel, you can see bubble formation. Can you see? Even if you purchase a bread, loaf of bread also, inside that bubbles will be formed. So that also important here. Understood? So each and every topic is important here, and remaining topics will discuss in next coming class. Understood? So we will be having about mitochondria and powerhouse of the cell and how the nature will be there here. Then we shall discuss in the next coming class. And this is all for today. Have a good day ahead.